Hello. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? And so I started this episode and I just realized that I kind of forgot to put lotion on my nose. So a little bit of a backstory if you're not aware, I'm sure you are by now. I get pretty itchy on my nose during the first couple months of the year whenever I shower. Some dryness. I don't know. I think it has something to do with allergies, but I may or may not have to stand up in the middle of the episode to put lotion on, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, it's been a while since the last stream, about 2-3 days, I think. Friday. I didn't end up streaming on Saturday. And the main reason for that was because our crafts were taking a while. And kind of leads me to what I want to work on for today. There's a couple of things, but small recap of what we did last time. Hey, Sina. We did this last episode, right? The octuple DTPF. I'm pretty sure that was last episode. We got it going. Pretty cool stuff. We also did some work on. I honestly can't remember. Oh, it was a lot of magic stuff, right? It was mostly the DTPF and the magic stuff, and also Q of T tier 2. We got that going. Magic stuff, we may do that today, probably not, because there's a couple of other things I actually wanted to address. And towards the end of the last episode, we also started working on the component ass line casings, right, for UIV. And I am proud to say that yes, they did finish. We only have one because I crafted an extra one to research for the next tier, but I totally already put them here. And they work pretty well, saving us so much resources when it comes to the UAV or Transcendent Metal. I also did this off camera. It's just a little reorganization here using crafting buffers, which I found out by accident that they did work. So I'm glad they did, because otherwise I would have had to bring back the old system, which was just a weird setup. But I got all the parts here, as well as the Transcendent Metal stuff. One of these days, I will add another one. I just keep forgetting, or I keep putting it off, and it's not really a bottleneck, honestly. That's why I haven't really dealt with it. But if it ever becomes a bottleneck, then I'll add it. But I have a space strictly for that. And we also set up a bunch of other things on craft. But I was checking on it the past couple of days. We have some serious bottlenecks. So one of the things I wanted to work on as well for this episode, or I was hoping it was finished, was tier 3 QFT bars. We have these infinity infused manipulators. These guys are ready. They didn't take this long. It's the shielding course that took forever, and I could not get it close to finished because UIV field generators, which means UMV circuits. I go down the list, it's the pico circuits that are super slow. So if I wanted to craft 142 of these, we can do it just fine. It's just the time constraint that's the issue here. 572 pico circuits. I did the math. Our current setup, the only way we can craft them right now is using these two guys. 30 hours. So I've been putting off their upgrades, but I need to do it. I really need to do that. So that's one of the things I'm probably going to end up doing today is improving our ass line setup finally. No longer putting it off. It's not going to take that long, I don't think, because it's pretty much like a duplicate of this. Trying to think about it. Yeah, it's pretty much just going to be a duplicate of this, except that I can actually pile them up even taller, because I think it's mainly due to the fact that they don't accept laser hatches, and I can have this wireless hatches, meaning we can totally wall share them if I wanted to. So that's pretty much the goal for today, is setting up ass line better automation, like bulk crafting. Because I really need to be able to craft pico circuits, and I know a lot of people that have been to this part of the quests or this part of the pack have told me, "Hey, you're gonna cry about pico circuits," and I'm like, "Oh, I'll deal with it when I get there," and I'm here, so it's time. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Friendless ass line noises. Yeah, it's it's about time. There's also another thing that I'll probably address later on. I don't exactly know when, but there's something weird at the blast smelter. I don't really know what it is. But whenever I craft massive crafts, for some reason, some of the fluids get stuck. For example, this is made in the blast smelter, right? This isn't stuck at all, actually. It's just, it's waiting on something. Oh, zirconium dust. That's because it got changed in Barworks or some update, so I have to fix that. But I don't know what it is. I never have power issues here. We have plenty of power too, but for some reason it just doesn't do the crafts. And I could have sworn it has something to do with the Circuit 5 crafts. Everything in here. So I don't know if there's like duplicates somewhere or what, but like it tries to craft something and it just doesn't show up in my network. I don't really get it. Maybe the next time it happens, I'm not going to cancel the craft and restart it, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. But I really don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a bug, but I doubt it because we're pretty good with bugs at this point, or the pack is. Anyways, that's main objective today. Duplicate the ass lines. We have to do it. Am I just going to put it here? No, it's got to go somewhere else. So, how many UAV energy hatches do I have? I did say I wanted to... Oh, I don't have any. I did say I wanted to stall until DTPF, until we get the wireless ones, but it's just a straight wire up and down. I don't think it's that much of a problem. Yeah. So, yeah, we won't stall any longer. One of the bottlenecks is blast smelter, so I actually tried to make 16 of them, but I'll deal with that later. Yeah, let's try to do this. I didn't consider this, so this might take a little bit as well, but I guess we'll see. Mark copy. We'll go ahead and start from here. No, from here. I'll try to make enough for... Not too sure how many, but I guess we'll see. Hello, Viking. How's it going? I know you're on the YouTube side, so Twitch chat can't really see it, but a little bit of a comment as well is that I haven't really been posting my VODs. I just haven't. I finally posted them again today, so I've just been busy with mostly Mugenics. Mugenics has been so much fun. I've been having so much fun with it. Too much fun that I stay up way too late and I don't get good sleep. Which is also why I haven't really been streaming as much. But that'll wear off soon, right? Like all games. It comes and goes. So let's see what kind of plan I need to make for this. I would just go with 10. I can craft it. We'll see here. Just finished the multiplayer Factorial Space Age run with 2 modded planets. I have never played Factorial, but everyone I know says I would love it. And speaking of loving it, where am I gonna put the new ass line setup? I don't want it to be too far away from all my the front stuff, right? But I also don't want it to be too far away from here. So this is also something else I was considering. What if I just use the exact same setup as the regular or the advanced ass lines? And anything that these can't craft, the other ones are going to take over. And if anything does go into there, then they will just get sped up by this. It's very similar to this setup over here with the gaming computers or the circuit ass lines, where all of the recipes are crammed into one machine, like one storage setup. But if it can't do it, another group of machines does it. And this works fine. I want to try it. I'm going to try it. It may not be a good idea, but we're gonna try it anyways. It also means I don't have to really connect as many like laser stuff. We can hijack this one. It took you about 140 hours total to finish. In fact, Factorial really is just like a factory building game, right? Never played it, but people have said I would love to play it. Also, this crafted fast. I'm gonna try it. This also means I don't have to like reset up this nonsense again. And I think I'm just gonna set up the new ass lines on top. How about that? Let's try it. I'm assuming it's gonna be okay that these guys won't be able to cover it. The only like downside that I could see is if there's anything that only these guys can craft, then these guys are not going to be able to craft because we have blocking mode on everything. I'm going to try it. Just this is honestly just for experimentation. Oh, you're not finished yet, right? Because that's my logic that as long yeah, because it'll only be one group of machines. I guess we'll see. Enemies are even optional if you want. So it's basically GT and H, but 2D is what I'm understanding. What kind of enemies are there? I imagine like bandits. And you said it's like so are you like colonizing a planet or something? Because you said 2 modded planets. What does that mean? Or is it like GT and H where you go to specific planets to harvest their goodies? Also, this is telling me, do you see how there's only like groups of 5 being crafted? That means the batch craft for optical mainframes is too low. And I should probably increase it if I want to craft faster. It's not very slow of a craft though, it's actually pretty good. This is where it might break. Where is this being crafted? Unless you're being crafted over here, right? So I'll get into this right now. You crash on a home planet at the start, and the Space Age add-on introduced platforms that can travel to other orbits. And it's pretty cool. So here's a situation that I'm thinking now. If I were to put all the recipes we have over here, like from here, and we have like 2 controllers full, I think, or is it 3? 1, 2. We have 3 interfaces worth. This one is just a duplicate of one other, but yeah, it's 3 interfaces worth. If I were to start moving recipes over, how about this? I'm not going to tear this down. Any recipe that's in here is going to stay here unless I complain about it. But for example, things like the UIV, energy hatch, the rename stuff, I have to rename things in the new setup because of otherwise everything's going to go into one drive, and that's not what we want. Platforms also need to collect space junk and build fuel and ammo to operational. Not as easy as the Minecraft rockets say. Yeah. Honestly, it sounds like a game I might play like later on. Can't promise it though. Is it my affiliate anniversary? What? Is that today? Oh, you know what? I haven't even thought about it. Thanks, I guess. I didn't know. What does that mean? 2 years as affiliate? Honestly, that's pretty impressive. For example, this is slow. So let's update this recipe for now so I can actually craft it. Maybe even this as well. Yeah, watch this. Let me update this. Yeah, for example, these are in the up tier hatches, so I have to correct the recipes so that it uses the renamed stuff. And what about wireless connectors? I also need you. That's also over there. Yes, I'm going to keep the setup over here for anything that I just forgot about. But for things that I want to craft in bulk, I'll put them over here. And do I make a stack at a time? Nah, just one. No, let's meet in the middle. 16. I guess it really has been 2 years, right? Wow. You know what? I think if I check on the actual Twitch manager thing. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I really have been at it at this long, right? And I have of course, a community member to thank for that. I put GTNH as well because I would not have done this if I wasn't streaming GTNH. Let's update this recipe. Also, from now on, if I'm gonna add a recipe here, it has to be able to like stack correctly. For example, this is not gonna stack correctly because of all these 1080 coolant cells. Easy to search. Yeah, I don't have this, so tell you what, we're gonna have to go back over here and start renaming everything. No, but yeah, Factorio just might be something I play at some point. There's 5. Do I have 5 easy to search? It's rename, right? Forming press, rename. I do. Okay. Okay. We're only going to use the 4 of them though, so I just have to do this over here. Wait, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have to get 1 of each. So we have 1 and 2 already there. And I need easy to search 3 and 4 and also 5. I need to make another name press for this. It's what, like an iron ingot, right? I think that's how I do it. So if I put this guy there, easy to search 5. Yeah. And then go ahead and do this. So here is 1. Or no, sorry, 3, 4, and 5. So 3, 4, and 5. So if I'm going to make the UAV energy hatch, this should be... We'll make a stack at a time because I'm rich like that. So basically just put the other rename ones. So there's you. No. I need the other ones first. It's easy to search 2, 1. So put that one. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And what about the optical circuits? We are making a stack at a time, so I'm not going to change that. Okay. I guess we're going to build just one AS line as a kind of template, I think, and also as a proof of concept to see if it works. It's over here. What kind of glass do you want? Hang on. And it's what glass is it? 23. 23. No. Yeah, like that. Why are you putting? I told you not to put hatches. Okay, fine. Ew, no, don't put those. I guess what I could have done is actually copy paste this setup. Right? Yeah. That'll be a lot easier actually. What song is currently stuck in your head from the soundtrack from Eugenics? Oh man, I've been jamming out to a lot of the music lately. It's I honestly can't tell you what it's called. It's the one from the bunker. It's the bunker theme. Let me look it up real quick. I think it's something dark. Alone in the Dark. I'm just gonna put it. Oh, I love this song, man. But yeah, I've been jamming out to the Eugenics music. Like even when I play it, it's so good. You know me, I'm a big fan of music, especially when a game has a good soundtrack. And absolutely, Eugenics has a great soundtrack. YouTube watchers, sorry, you can't hear that. I'm not trying to get a copyright struck. Mark copy. Speaking of copyright. So it should be pretty much identical. We'll go ahead and copy the entire thing. Hey, Phoenix. Blame Adley. We're jamming out to me Genix music. Replay it because I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, so we talked about it earlier, or like last year, right? No, not last year. And you just said happy anniversary, and it messed me up when you said that. Appreciate it. We're on 2 years now. Pretty good. No, but like the whole naming convention that Mugenics has, it's so funny because like some of the names are hilarious. It's the music not heard. No, you're able to hear it. OBS says you can hear it. It's pretty low though. Let me increase it just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, YouTube, you're not able to hear it on YouTube. I have it disabled because YouTube's like copyright whatever is a little different than Twitch. It actively searches, whereas Twitch only looks through your VODs, I think. Okay, how about now? It's not going to be exactly the same, but that's okay. Because like right here, it's asking for... It's asking for... Any, like what, like the laser hatch, but we're not going to give it laser hatches. Twitch's player is just worse on my browser. That's weird though. I think your Chrome is just cursed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you know what I can do temporarily? Just plug him in like this, so there's less wires to connect. Someone keep count. Is that 8? I have no idea. Could be worse. Imagine being a German YouTuber actually needing a broadcast license. Wait. You're talking about the music? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, technically, don't tell YouTube or Twitch, but technically, I'm not allowed to play any music regardless if it's not mine. But the only reason I do it for Twitch is because there's like workarounds behind it. Because it's not like actively watching you, so you're not gonna get like any copyright strikes unless someone goes out of their way to like report you or whatever. Or for some reason, like the people from Ridiculon show up and like, hey, why are you using my music? You know, it's kind of rare. So yes, I don't 100% understand the rules. Also, I'm lagging like crazy. What's going on? It's been happening lately. I don't know what it is. I'm still talking because of the YouTube VOD recording, right? But I don't know what it is. We've been losing internet connection like at least once a stream. It's weird. And we're back. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet. It kind of drops off every now and then. And then I duplicate myself. It ain't my fault though. Promise. Wait, so if you want to like Ridiculon, that's probably what it is. As soon as I said it. I'm sorry, Ridiculon. They're the ones that made the music from Eugenics, and also Isaac, by the way. Also, the lawnmower guy just exists.
Lawnmower guy is here.
Hydration check. Oh yeah. Speaking of the stream title, it's the small backstory, I guess. It's not really a backstory, but it's a sweet tea. So after I went on a pretty good walk yesterday, actually really good. I'm proud to say that I have successfully conquered the Purgatory Trail. I must have walked about in total. I didn't really keep track until the last 2 trips I went. Just the last 2 trips, I've already walked 8 miles. And so with all the other trips, I would say about 30 to 40 miles in total I've walked on that trail. And I was able to finish the entire thing yesterday. Not the whole thing at once, that's kind of crazy, but like taking bits and pieces throughout the days. So I'm proud to say that I have fully finished the trail for my first one ever. Anyway, so after that, I was like in a celebratory mood, so I went to go get some pizza at a local place. And they have a sweet tea in a gallon there. in an unlabeled gallon. It's so suspicious. Yeah, we have a clone here. He's chilling, but yeah, I drank the tea. It's too sweet. And it's obviously in the name, right? Sweet tea, but like sometimes it's just too sweet. And I was thinking about it. I was pouring some for myself before the start of this episode, and I started thinking about it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna have a conversation. And then I thought to myself, like, what is it made out of? Also, Ali joined and then I left. But what is sweet tea made out of? Because usually when you think of tea, it's like it's a leaf, right? Some kind of leaf, whatever. Um, but I think about just generic sweet tea. It's just labeled sweet tea. What's in it? And there's a part of me that's like that fully believes it's literally just sugar water, but I can't prove it. I don't know any other. I don't know better. All right. But anyways, yeah, totally glad that I was able to finish a trail. How much power is this? If you think about it, this is 16 energy hatches times 2, 32. Just give it a 64 dynamo hatch and call it a day. This is strictly for testing purposes. If it's going to break my setup, I just want to see it. Anyways, back to Vikings comment. Talking about live streaming in general. Gronk had that issue a few years ago. So you can't stream in Germany without having a license? That's interesting. Over here in the US, I kind of just hit the play button and we can just go for it. Right there. Right here. Okay. Next step, we're gonna have to plug infinity wire to like everything. Set mode cables. Plug a wire in right there. Set you to infinity wire, and we're gonna connect it all the way up here. I did not mean to do that. Oh no, I broke this too. I was one off. Why'd you replace everything with wire? Hang on, I gotta fix this fast. It's gonna break everything. How dare you even broke my floor? I'm pretty sure it was just great machine casings. No, it was also oh yeah, I'm still distracted by that wireless reception connector. I need one of you. What was I saying? I need two of you. Yeah, I really don't know what it means to have sweet tea. Like, what is it? And I still like believe it's really just sugar water. He streamed too many hours and was using gamma register background music. Okay, so he was declared a TV station. Oh, that would suck. Also, why aren't you building? Hang on. How are the other ones? It's one up. Got you. Oh, look at that. I got a achievement.gt.blockmachines.hatch.obtain data in as what? Did they really name it like that? Yeah, they literally named this thing data in as. I'm sorry, it caught me off guard. Oh, that's funny. Oh, by the way, Ali, I deleted the entire overworld. So, by all means, go for it. If it breaks, I know who to blame. Oh, that's funny though. Hey, Killer, thank you, thank you. I didn't even realize that today was the my affiliate anniversary until like as I started the stream. But yeah, we've been at this for 2 years. I'm just laughing because I mean, I know I can explain what I'm doing at GTNH, which you won't understand, and that's okay because I know you're a different tier enjoyer. That's fine. But I was just laughing because so whenever I pick up stuff, a lot of the times, whenever you pick it up from your inventory, it doesn't count towards your achievements. So sometimes I like throw it on the ground and then my magnet picks it up and I get an achievement, right? Other times I forget to do that and then like weeks later I pick up this thing, for example, and then I get an achievement after so long. But I was laughing because the name of this achievement, no, it's not even fully named, but it says there data in ass. Someone willingly typed that in. And that's not, there's no way for me to mispronounce that. It's literally data in ass. Oh, that's funny. But if you want the actual tech answer, the Gregtech answer of what I'm doing, I'm setting up ass lines. And the idea is it's going to be a duplicate of the advanced ones, except the idea is that these guys are only going to do recipes that the others can't. I don't know how feasible or like if it's going to even work. I don't know. But one way to find out. Americans complaining that their sugar water has too much tea flavoring. But again, like what kind of tea is it? It's just they just say tea and that's it. What even is it? Cheeky verbal names are part of the mod. Yeah, another one of my favorites, a classic favorite of GTNH renames, I guess, are the quest names. So, for example, it's some of the earlier quests, I think, maybe not the more recent ones, but if I like share to chat. So this one's okay, but some of the I think I don't exactly know which ones. Yeah, like this one. Someone willingly typed in A lot of the quests are like that, where it's just a bunch of A's and then you just fix the last couple of letters as the identifier. Oh, man, that caught me off guard though. The the data in ass. Hey, extreme. Out of context, you joined at the wrong time. How's it going? Or I guess you can say the right time. We're just laughing because I picked up a wireless data hatch and it's in the achievement it says data in ass. So I think what this is saying is actually the name of the block. Like if I look up the actual data behind this block, it's called data in ass somewhere in there. Anyways, how's it going, Extreme? Okay, so I know you're a little more familiar with the GTNH stuff. Burning an ass, Phoenix. Chill. No, back to Extreme. So tell me why this wouldn't work if I have regular ass lines feeding off of the advanced ass line bulk crafting. You can't tell me it doesn't work, so I'm just gonna do it. One way to find out. I'm just really curious if this is gonna work or not. Why is that connected there? Oh, it's because I honestly can't tell you why that's connected. Why do I have two black? Um, this is the output, right? Oh, it's because I'm using all colors. That's why. All right, and I needed an extra one. All right, got you. In that case, that means that's going to be like that. Oh, let me put it there. No, what do you mean you don't have wireless connectors? I have to look it up. What is sweet tea made out of? Is it a specific kind of tea? Classic Southern sweet tea consists of 3 core ingredients: black tea bags, sugar, and water. So it's black tea. Okay, sure. I guess I'll say I'll believe that. Oh, yeah, you're not from the U.S., so you may not know about it, but yeah, it's a common drink over here. It's more of a southern thing, also. I think it's where they brew. They brew. I guess in this case, it's a black tea. Now that I googled it, yeah, it's not a worldwide thing. It's like strictly U.S. I think is what I heard. Yeah, it's pretty much it. It's from what I've heard, I didn't even realize this until recently, until it became a tea snob because people kept recommending me Earl Grey. I did not realize until then that sweet tea is not a common thing. It's the same thing as peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They're not a common thing either. I didn't realize that. I'm about to get 1,000 comments saying, "What the heck? What do you mean peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?" If I know what Earl Grey tea is, I'm a tea snob. Let's face it. Where's that smell coming from? It's coming from Phoenix, I bet. Okay, so first one is from there, and I think I just follow that path. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta lock in real fast before I make mistakes. Before I address the chat. Right there. Okay. PB&J is not common over the big. Is it what? Is it a thing in Germany? Okay, you have to be separate. I was thinking about it. You saw my thinking face. Like, wait. I'm gonna break something if I connect them like that. You drank 5 cups of tea today. I want one more. Conversely, if I were to drink 5 cups of tea today, that would not sit well with my stomach. With this specific tea that I have from the local pizza shop. Hey, their pizza's pretty good though. But their tea is just way too sweet. But I also don't want to like.
Rubber band bro demands more bands.
Oh, I got you. Let me lock in real fast. Hang on. I also don't want to throw away tea, so I'm not gonna throw it away. But I do acknowledge that it's very much not good for me to drink. But I also spent $5 on it, so I'm not gonna throw that away. What the heck is a kilometer? So that's another thing that the world may have misconceptions about the US. Average day-to-day life, it doesn't matter what measurement system you use, just use whatever you're used to. But whenever you're like a tech bro, maybe not even a tech bro, but like anyone in the STEM field, you're gonna use both. Mostly metric, but construction for some reason is like almost strictly, I guess, construction in the US or like any kind of facilities thing is almost strictly like customary, or what's the right word to say it? I guess customary. I don't really know the right word to say it. I guess story time while I do this. Imperial, yes, thank you. And it's so funny that people get mad at us for not understanding or for not using metric system, but like we didn't even invent it. And you're getting mad at us for it. Also that, yeah, I hate, and so like, man, back at work, I've had to use like, it's so funny though because I just don't, I cannot tell what type of screw to use. They're all different. So there's like this, I'm getting rubber bands, by the way. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. It's just a pet peeve of mine when people are like, "Oh, Americans are dumb." First of all, we're twice as smart as you guys. I'm just joking. We're twice as smart because we have to use both. That's not how it works, right? But now I will say though, some of the imperial stuff just doesn't make sense, like Fahrenheit, in a scientific sense. Just use what you're used to. But there is a reason why imperial system works. It's because it's a base 16. So it's base 16 or base 12 versus base 10. You have more factors. That's why it works. That's as simple as I can say it. Or that's as simple as my understanding is. Is that you're able to divide by 2 a lot easier. Whereas base 10, you divide by 2 once and you're screwed. That's it. Drink some water. Oh, some tea, actually. That's as much as I know, though. Yeah, but once you could use decimals just don't belong in imperial. It's all fractions because it divides by 2 easily. But if you don't know how to deal with fractions, I don't know what to tell you. Binding mode. Ah, I broke it instantly. This was the one. Hang on. hang on. I gotta fix this. Connect all the other ones first. Yeah, all the other ones are fine. It's just the last 2. But again, in the end, I'm a firm believer of just use whatever you want. As long as it works for you, that's fine. So this one should connect to here. I broke it. I broke everything, guys. Hang on. So this is the output one. Meaning it's just because that's gonna cause problems. Because they're connected to each other. So you know what I can do? Just move the whole thing up one. I'm gonna do that. Mark cup. What are you doing? Okay. Why mix? Honestly, it's for science. I just want to see if it works. I recognize that it's going to cause problems, but I really just want to see if it works. Put it over there. There we go. Now, before I plug in again, just make sure that that's working correctly. This is not really connected to anything, and that's fine. Hang on. The machine I recently built is an unholy combination of metric and imperial due to whatever parts had. Yeah, that's another topic I wanted to address. Like back when I was working as a test engineer, our setups are so like mixed mashed, full of stuff. We just use whatever was like whatever the last guy did, and it made for such a mess. That's what I don't like. Yeah, it's like it's so important to have consistency. Oh, come on. My cut. But like whenever you're working on machines that are like several years old, and then you're working with what you got, which isn't always like available or whatever, things tends to be like mixed matched, and it makes for like a weird environment, I guess. So one of the most common problems I faced when I was working there was our test fixture heads. We had to, in order to like, they had to maintain them like daily or so. You got to open the cover. You take the probes out and you just replace with new probes or even brush them, but you have to take that cover off. And that cover uses tiny screws that no one knows the measurement of. I don't even know it, and I was responsible for 13 of them. And these screws are so difficult to reach that technicians, me included, would drop them inside the test bay. And when that happens, there's no hope of getting them back. That's it. So what would happen often was like we would just get whatever screw was available in the tech shop, which it was also never consistent. So the screw sizes kept changing. And it was just frustrating to deal with. Before, like a couple weeks before I got laid off, I actually did find out what the correct size was. I had to go back to like the supplier diagrams, and they were able to tell us the actual measurements. But oh man, we had to mix and match so much. It's pretty funny. But it's a very good learning lesson for me that if I'm gonna set up a machine like this, it's got to be consistent, because if I'm gonna be working on it to like repair stuff, I don't want to deal with like different measurements. And it goes back to that that belief I got, I guess. It's got to be consistent. As long as it's consistent, then it's fine, whatever you use. But don't go mix and matching, because that makes for an unfun repair effort. But if you do mix and match, document it. Also, documentation is very important. Okay. Are you guys actually connected? What the heck? I didn't ask you. Is there a way for me to see which ones is connected? Oh, I guess I can use my wireless thing. You're magenta, right? So glad I work in cyber where we don't really have to put up different measurements like that. Lucky you. But it's a learning lesson, of course. So that one should not be connected there. You should be connected over here. What about the bottom one? Yeah, see, that's where the issue was, because I was these two were touching, and they were supposed to like technically connected to different ones, and that would have broken everything. So I just have to fix the top one. This man connects to you, and there you go. It still reminded me, because I was pretty good friends with like the technician of my assembly line, the one that I was in charge of. I should go back. I wasn't in charge of an assembly line. No, I was in charge of the testing portion of it, which is at the very end. But I was pretty good friends with the test technician that was working on my stuff. we would always talk to each other about the screws. It's like, man, I dropped the screw again. And once you drop the screw, there's no hope of recovering that thing. And there were some projects where I actually had to open up the actual, like, I had to take the entire fixture box out, which is a whole adventure of doing that, just to make some unrelated repairs. And then of course you open up the fixture itself, and you see a ton of screws inside because people keep they kept they kept dropping screws in there, and they're just like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. So just get fresh ones. And I don't blame them because I've done the same. There. A secret hack is to use a quarter to 20. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means. Because it's almost exactly M6, but if you have small components, you can't design your holes around that. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I really should, but I don't. Another big pet peeve of mine. So in the tech shop, there's this. You may have seen it, but there's this like, I guess like a little poster thing, like a big rectangle thing on the wall, and it has like a metric and standard measurement thing, so you can actually put your screw in there and like test what size is this, right? And let me tell you, that thing was never consistent either. I had a bunch of screws and they just didn't fit there, so I'm like, what? I don't know what size this is. Imperial metric that just happened to be the same. I got you. I think I may have heard about that actually, to use those specific sizes. M6 sounds familiar. And I think Extreme mentioned it earlier. Why mix? It's honestly, I'm just curious. I don't think it's going to work, but I just want to try it out. So specifically for the Pico circuits. And I can't really craft Pico circuits in the advanced AST line. So what I want to see is if it can't be done here, but it can be done up there, if it'll work fine. Now, I have addressed it earlier. There's an issue here where if I have something that only can be done up there, it's going to choke these out. I know that. I recognize that. But I want to do it anyways. So let's say I want to craft like just one, because each one takes absolutely forever to finish. And let's put it there. If it ends up causing problems, I'm just going to duplicate the setup and have it separate from the advanced AST line stuff. I mean, it works. And then I can add more machines, right? Now here's the true test. What happens if I craft something that can be done in both? And this is also technically a speed improvement for everything in here, because those guys are also going to help. But I have seen issues where different parallels can cause problems if they're not doing the exact same thing. I have seen that before. But here, let's see it. So there should be nothing in here, right? Because it already took up everything. So let's make like a supercomputers, or like usually like a good litmus test. Like 200 or something. You make me 1,000. We're gonna stress test this. Okay, so what happens? So you're crafting supercomputers just fine, right? And these guys are also crafting as well. Which is honestly that works out. But what I want to see is if it has any trouble with crafting a ton of them. So if it's crafting anything that can be done here, technically it's a speed boost, because these are also helping out a little bit. If it can craft only up here, then it's gonna choke. But My main reason why I want to do this instead of adding another whole thing is because this takes a while, but we also have the power of matter manipulator. So, I'm going to copy paste. Oh, no, mark copy. Yeah, because if we're mass producing stuff, then those pico circuits are gonna choke everything, and I can't have that. Now that I think about it, because like just one of them has been crafting for 250 seconds, and that means it's gonna stop everything else for 250 seconds, and I don't want that. So it's a good proof of concept. It does work. That's really what I was curious about. But it's not a very good long-term solution, I don't think. Another thing I want to see is if I have a controller here. Well, like one controller, please. It's still going to be like a duplicate. I'm not going to move it. It's going to be right there. And I can honestly just keep piling up ass lines. It'll look funny. I need a couple more of you. I just want to see how high this is going to pile up so I can do this. I'm basically just going to put this like right above this. And it's going to be like a duplicate setup. So how tall does this go? It's the same height. Okay. Oh no, you're missing patterns. I don't really care. I'm sitting here thinking about it now. So I was able to conquer the Purgatory Trail, right? What's the next park? I'm gonna have to do some searching. There is a cave system near me, believe it or not. It runs right under the I-35 like national highway. And there's their interstate. And I'm like, I haven't been to a cave yet. But what I don't want to do is go to the cave and they're like it's like a guided tour only. I don't want to do that. So unless I have like free roam to explore the caves, I yearn for the mines, right? In other words. I'll cancel that. I don't really care about that. Let's check this here. Yeah, so it does work, yes, but it's not very efficient if I'm going to be spamming pico circuits on this one. But I at least know that I can totally. This is expandable as well. I at least know that. So the thing with regular ass lines, I can totally do them the long way, similar to the circuit ass lines, because they don't use lasers, and it makes it easier for me to power them up. Eventually, once I get UAV wireless hatches, I'll just spam those, right? But I can totally do it the long way, but I'm not going to because this is already set up. 16 quantum storage cells. Is that really all you need? And you need this as well. That's right. I need 4 of you and 16 of you. You also need. Where did you come from? Lime and pink. From where? I didn't even copy that. Oh, right there. Okay. You and you. Crafting a bunch of circuits. I'm gonna go ahead and disable this for now so they don't interfere with anything else. But by the way, we got an extra pico circuit. Oh man. Yeah, okay, so I'm just waiting for this to finish up. So UIV wireless hatches would be great because that'll also speed up all of this. Right. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, I guess while that's crafting, what else do we need for the Sword of the Cosmos? This is also kind of a side project that we can do in the meantime. Do I just hit start? Just hit start and see what happens. I think the issue here was how slow we're crafting all the cores, but I did do that last time. That's right. Okay, so we should be able to do this. That's gonna be a lot of crafting theory stuff here. I forgot Allie's here, right? I just remembered. Yeah, she stole the armor. Infinity armor. That's fine. We don't really need it. I just remembered. Hmm. But yeah, it's been 2 years since we've been affiliate. Wow. Time really flies, right? No, I don't really need it. Really only need it if I'm gonna fight the Chaos Guardian, but I don't really plan on doing that. I'm working on ass line shenanigans. Why is that taking so long to craft? I don't know, but okay. Oh, that's ready though. So if I check here, um, let's paste it over here. If I mark paste like from here, maybe go up like that. No, it's never gonna work correctly, right? Oh, please, please. Right there, right? Oh, cannot find encoded patterns. I really don't care. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna change all of these to. Where's my knife? Did I put it back in storage? Yes. So I'm gonna call this what? I'm ass lining it. Okay, and then I have to connect everything else, and then this is gonna be connected to basically this setup over there. So we'll go ahead and start connecting that. Also, I have to get a wire from there to over here. How did I do that? Oh, it was just like this, right? Yeah. That needs an anchor. And there we go. And then I should be able to connect this to something from you to any of the inputs that I have right here. Binding mode activated, right? Right there. So another thing to keep in mind that this was set up before the introduction of my output subnet. I recognize that. So one thing I could do, these outputs here, I can connect them all to over there. And that would mean I don't have to have this weird confusion that was causing me problems. And now that I think about it, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take off this. Instead, have the outputs connected to over there. Now, can I connect it to different colors? Is that how it works? Because that might also cause problems now that I think about it. No idea. Let's try something. Let's get everything here connected. So we start from black. Right now, you guys are connected to the wrong spot. And now I want to fix it up right now. Right there. And also something to connect all of this to. So we'll start at black. Same thing. I got to connect all the bottom ones next. How you scared me. I just saw your toes sticking out of the bottom of my screen. What's that? What'd you throw me? I'll pick it up right now.
Time to drink. You look thirsty.
How do you know I haven't eaten this? Hang on, it's a little tricky for me to eat stuff because I have to like go out of my way to take off my nano boosters, and then I can actually starve myself again. I got you, killer. Thank you. Are you just assuming that anything you haven't eaten also means I haven't eaten it? That's very good. Very good reasoning actually. Let me take a drink of my tea. Black tea with a ton of sugar in it. It's more sugar than tea at this point. I need to try tea. You should. Wait, so how about you, killer, in Michigan, right? Do you guys have sweet tea like we do? It's pretty funny to think about that. Compared to the rest of the world, the United States tends to be the weird guys, the odd ones out. But within the US, the Texans are the odd ones out. So I guess you can say we're just extra weird. So I actually don't need this anymore if I'm going to be using that subnet over there. Yeah, this does not need to exist, and I can actually save another channel. Yeah, okay. So what I can do is actually plug this in over here. Is that alley on fire? Was someone on fire? Did I see that? It never looked good enough to me. It's also like it depends on where where tongue twisted where you get it from. So like the more popular name brands, so things like Gold Tea, um, Arizona Tea as well. Arizona's pretty good. It's also really cheap. But like the name brand stuff is usually not as good as homebrewed stuff. Homebrewed is where it's at though. There's some good places that just know how to do it very well. When I lived in Indiana, the unlabeled sweet tea jug was a staple. Yeah, it's the same over here too. You just have that super suspicious gallon of tea that doesn't even have a label. You just trust that it is tea. Here's a question that I want to answer for myself. Is it able, like for example, that one's white. Is it able to connect to a black wireless connector up here? Yes. Okay, good to know. Arizona's good because it's cheap. It's similar to it's got a similar backstory to Costco's hot dogs. If you guys know about that, I think we're like the I forget who it was, but like the creator of it, I guess, is like so hell bent on keeping it a consistent price. It's the same with Arizona tea. It's the same price anywhere. At least I think so. Your voice is soothing as hell. I don't know why. It's because I'm sick and congested because of the start of the year. I get very congested, so we'll go with that. So I guess that's the secret. That's the trade off of me being sick. So I guess my voice sounds a little more deeper. I guess I don't know. Okay, I think I got this working though. That's connected. Everything is good to go. Am I gonna try it? Hang on, and then let me try this here. Yeah, so let's say I want to craft a stack of pico circuits. Should I just commit to the whole thing at once? No, no, no. Just set it up just once, just one at a time, just to see if it works. No, but Killer, if you want a good sweet tea, it's really hard to say which one is the best one. Like name brands, home brewed is where it's at again. Okay, it works. It works. But if I had to pick a name brand tea, mm, I'm trying to think of it in terms of Arizona put out a statement once about the price thing that got me so reminded of when Japan had to apologize to the public for their rail being 30 seconds late. That's funny. So it is a thing with the Arizona tea, right? No, but if I had to choose a name brand tea, that's a hard question to answer, honestly, because I typically don't even get name brands. Like I go for the home brewed stuff. But I don't know. They're all super sweet too. It's like they just don't taste good. Like Arizona tea, I've only tried it once, honestly. Gold tea, I do drink a little more often, but it's only like super rarely that I feel like it. And it's all right. I don't know. I would recommend just finding a barbecue spot nearby. Maybe they usually have real good sweet tea. Okay, but I'm glad that this works. So this is where we go start spamming everything. So we mark copy. Yeah, and then we start pasting everything. Okay, so let me just mark copy from here to here. They recommend their pricing to. Okay, so it's not enforced. I guess that makes sense. Okay. So plan. We got to think about how many machines can I cram into here. I think it's the same logic here, right? There's a total of 20. 4 machines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So in other words, I need to do this 19 more times. I'm going to put on my nano booster so I don't starve. Yeah, sorry if that's a non-answer killer. I don't like giving non-answers like that, but I really don't know. It's a hard question to answer because I typically don't buy any name brand stuff. It's very rare. Gold tea is probably the one I drink the most, but it's not even that often either. If I feel like a drink, like if so, typically I drink Coke. Don't take that out of context. Coke Zero is my preferable drink. I usually don't go for teas though. But the homebrewed stuff, oh yeah, and you can usually it's kind of like a bias I have that you can usually determine if a place is good if it has good like sweet tea. We know you chug Coke, huh? I'm not gonna deny that. Okay, while this is crafting, let's work on the draconic staff of whatever. Okay, that crafted. You. That crafted. What about you? Easy. All right. Do you put the tea bags in your cup? Burning Coke head lake. I guess so. When it comes to a home brewed, it's literally home brewed. It's like there's no tea bags involved. I think it's like a powder. Oh, this is gonna get charged. As soon as I pick it up, it's gonna get charged, right? And it's gonna make a mess of everything. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't realize it charges faster in your hotbar. Okay, cool. Okay, so this thing is gonna try to craft using uncharged goodies. So let's try to fix the recipes here. I'm just gonna do it manually, honestly. You don't deserve the T Snob title you gave yourself. What are you talking about? Where did that come from? Why do I have 18,000 awakened draconium plates? I'm not gonna complain. Awakened cores, yeah, and then I need a wyvern stuff. So you, and draconic energy cores. I didn't even know that. I usually get like the powdered stuff. If I'm ever like making my own sweet tea, it's just a powder and I just mix it. Consider it like a like chocolate milk, but it's tea instead. I know it sounds weird, but that's usually how it's done. You lose all tea snub. No. I started this episode acknowledging that. Why aren't you crafting? Acknowledging that. Oh, it's because I didn't define you to be charged, right? I started this episode acknowledging that. I don't even know what I was acknowledging. Honestly, I'm lost. I'm just getting mad here. Like, why aren't you working? No, because you want to be. There it is. How about that? Draconic evolution, Gregtech. That's why. I did craft. See, someone is nice to me. Hey, Vin, thank you. They're getting mad at me because I claim that I'm a tea snob, and then I say that sometimes I make tea using a powder, and they're like, "What the heck? You're weird." But it's not that deep. That pickaxe is so ugly. It's trying its best. Oh, wrong button. Twitch broadcasting unavailable. I'm already streaming on Twitch. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. Isn't that just matcha? I don't even know. I've never had matcha either. I feel like it's one of those things that'll probably taste like grass, though. No, you're going to try to craft the whole thing. I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, we're talking about sweet tea. And how it's like, it's just such a weird thing. It's so controversial already. Give me a second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna show you something. Give me a couple seconds. You guys, you really don't know about powdered tea? It's a thing. I bought this from HEB. And sometimes when I feel like tea and I don't have it anywhere near me, I just buy it. It's just literally a powder. You're getting mad at me for nothing. I'm gonna make a mess at my desk, but don't drop it. It's literally a powder. Just don't breathe it in when you open it because I start sneezing like crazy. It's just one spoonful of this and it makes some pretty good tea. Now, if I wanted to go try hard, it's absolutely not healthy. I mean, in my defense, it's I'm trying to defend myself here. Yeah, 25% less sugar versus regular Lipton iced tea mix per serving. You can't claim snob. I'm not claiming snobbery over powdered tea. I also have the tea bags. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes I'm lazy and I don't want to go out of my way of boiling water. I didn't claim that this isn't homebrew tea. Homebrew tea is like when a restaurant does it. Now, if you really wanted to go try hard, yeah, you can make your own tea, but like the restaurants, they do it for you. I'm just trying to craft the draconic staff of power. You're just mad that you don't have tea next to you right now. Anyways, thank you, Vin. I appreciate the I appreciate the affiliate anniversary message. It's we've been at this for 2 years. It's pretty cool. Except for Phoenix, thanks to everybody else for joining this journey. Oh, that's right. We actually started around the same time, right? It's cool. There's plenty of us that have started around the same time. I know 9 also. He kind of started around the same time as well. Okay, you're not gonna work. Yesterday was Poppy playtime, and the day before was Punch Them. Phoenix, what are you talking about? Put the thing in there. It doesn't want to accept it. It doesn't accept my tools. What if I like put the actual tool in there? Oh, now it works. Okay. But yeah, when you started talking about Punch the Monkey, I did not know about it. It's he's a jolly good fellow. Hello. Man, you don't know how frustrated I am trying to get this thing to work. It doesn't want to build my staff of power. Why not? Oh, because that's I don't have any ingots in there. Okay, that's what it was. Still not gonna craft it. Oh, there it is. We got it. We got it. Excuse me, Phoenix. It's not a pickaxe. It's a staff of power. You wouldn't understand. Oh yeah, look at that. Thanks for the raid. How'd it go on your stream? No, what you up to? I don't even know why I need this. Something to do with the Sword of the Cosmos. Oh yeah, you're gonna make me do something with this. Hello, Ali. Tell you what. No, it probably still has to craft everything else, so I'm just gonna change the recipe. To oops. It's over here anyway. It's... a 3x3 mining tool. I think I still have my original hammer in my backpack. Yeah, it's still here. Man, it's been so long since I made this thing. I'm burning an ass. Oh, that's not gonna get old, right? All right, inside joke. So, to those who just recently joined, like a couple minutes ago, hello, hello. Thanks for the affiliate anniversary wishes as well. Anyways, the wireless reception connectors. Whenever you pick them up, you get an achievement, and I just barely got it today. And when I picked it up, this is what the achievement said. Hopefully, I can scroll far up. Oh, yeah, right here. It says data in ass. It caught me off guard when I read that. And then Phoenix, for some reason, said burning an ass, and now it's just a thing. So use the fully crafted one. Oops. There we go. Yeah, so the data in ass. What are you going to try to craft? I don't know, but go for it. Okay, while that's crafting, we can go back to our original goal. You're crafting 128 motors for whatever reason. I don't know why are you stuck or what? I did change this to crafting buffer, so it probably did get stuck. It's not stuck. I guess it just why are you not crafting? Hang on, why are you not crafting? Don't tell me you're out of space. I have no idea why you're not crafting. What happened? Hang on. Yeah, there's bugs to be expected. Do you think it was like a recipe thing? Like a conflict or something? Electric motor. It usually doesn't have any problems. There's no circuit here. But this has circuit 1. You think that's the issue here? I'm going to go ahead and move that over there to see what it does. And then try to craft another batch of motors. It's nearly 6 a.m. here. Oh yeah. It's only it's almost 11 o'clock over here. Crafting 1,000 things, but you know what? I'll just leave it there. Okay, maybe that fixed it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see other issues with motors down the road. I feel like it has something to do with the circuit 1. But I can just put them over here, which has circuit 0, so that should be fine. Okay, anyways. So that was one of the ass lines over here. And I just need to put it over here, make sure it's flipped. I don't think I will ever understand the correct way to flip things. Is it flip C? Oh, I think I got it. Is it like that? Yeah, speaking of Restless Grind, man, I've been playing so much Mutagenics, I've been losing sleep over it. It's a fun game, though. I recommend it. Not a paid advertisement, but I wish it was. See, thank you. Someone agrees with me. It's such a good game. We're actually listening to the soundtrack of it because Ali mentioned it. So that's what's playing right now, actually. So it's the soundtrack. Dead Frontier is better. I'm not gonna agree or deny with that. Oh, that goes on top of this one, right? Expedition 33 better. You were raging about it a couple days ago, weren't you? And then edit transform, go back to reset it, and then paste again on the other side. The music in that game is pretty good, though, I will admit. But I'm sorry, no, I'm not sorry. Mutagenics has better music. Oh, man, I'm not locked in right now doing this. I'm gonna absolutely make a mistake. I'm gonna break everything, but that's part of the fun. Mark copy. We're gonna copy you. And for you over there. And then paste. Honestly, I think we were talking about it in the Dead Frontier chat, but yeah, I don't have a good PC either. The only reason why this playthrough is doing good is because GTNH is just that much optimized, and I'm also playing on a server. I don't think my PC would be able to survive it if I wasn't on a server. I'm still rocking that GTX 1660. No, I would never claim to be like a tech bro kind of guy, so I only say that because people keep asking me, or they used to ask me, but I don't really know if it's good or not. All I know is that it's a smaller number, and everyone's flexing about their 40 whatevers, and I'm like, I just have a 1600, so I guess I don't have a good setup. Okay, take care, Sai. Thanks for the raid again. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Okay. Next step is to start pasting all of the connections there. All of the power is what I'm trying to say. So we'll go ahead and start copy pasting everything again. Mark copy from, I guess, from right here. Let's try from there. Let's try copying from the top down. It'll be easier. Mark copy. I don't even know what lag is anymore. No, wait until you play GTH. You're gonna see lag at some point. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You haven't gone down the pipeline yet, killer. I saw you asking about how I'm running my server. You're absolutely gonna go down the GTH pipeline. We all know this.
BTW, I forgot about this XD.
Oh, okay. How many infinity wires do I have? I got plenty. Surprised it's not lagging horribly for you. What are you talking about? You referencing my computer? I mean, it's GTH. It's just a good pack. Oh yeah, don't miss pace because I can easily destroy my setup if I do that. Just like I did earlier. Phoenix, it doesn't sound like you ever recover from playing Expedition 33. Oh, the server. I'm trying. What do you do? What are you looking for? I'm curious. The server's probably struggling like crazy, honestly. I'm also not really doing anything like strenuous. What I also need, actually, I didn't think about this until now, but I need to be able to power everything. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 64 amps in total. So 9 more. I know this song. This is a classical song. But they remade it into a, yo, that's cool. Now I have to find what the original song is. I'll have to look into it, but that's a classical song. YouTube watchers are like, what the heck is he talking about? That's okay. The Twitch watchers are also like that. Don't worry. Okay, just like before, while this is crafting, we go back to this and check on it. Minecraft has extremely low hardware requirements. Unless you want to use shaders, you may not even need a graphics card. I might be, oh, I can feel it. Okay, yeah, it's starting to lag. Ali, you're breaking the server. Oh, or maybe I just have to tell this not to. No, never mind. I'm just dumb. You're fine. I might catch some shade here, but I prefer to play without shaders. Shaders to me, I feel like they're just too much. It's too extra. For me, though, they look really nice, but I like simplicity. Ali break servers, yeah. I don't think I finished my thought a long time ago. Oh, it's because you're here, right? Yeah. But what are you trying to craft? You're crafting like 1,000 things. And none of those things are filtered. What was the thought I was trying to finish earlier, way earlier in the stream about Mutagenics? It's such a good game, right? But it's funny the names that some of these cats have. I didn't know until recently, until Ali told me actually that it has a small chance of choosing someone from your friends list. And it happened earlier today because it chose Allie's name. I bred a cat and his name was Allie and it was funny. Why are you not crafting? Tasty, tasty legs. Do 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 do. Hey yo, why are you not crafting? I've been up all night chasing the mice. Dreaming about them will be twice as nice. I have no idea why this void shovel's not crafting. I'm gonna give it a. I didn't think about that. You're so right. How do I do that? How do I do this again? I'm gonna break it. Oh, you just called it, Vin. That's the song that's playing right now. it shuffled to it. Oh yeah, that's what it was. All right, thank you, Sena, for saving my run. Tasty legs, so tasty, tasty legs. Whoa. Oh, how much you want to bet that something in the middle got recrafted again? Yeah, Sword of the Zephyr. He's a bad, bad kitty. A bad, bad kitty. Are you actually a Mugenics enjoyer? Have you played it? Man, things are crafting so much faster now that we have Infinite Essentia. Just the first level a few times. It's such a good game. I'm all the way into I just a couple hours before the stream I just finished Act 2. I totally finished it. No spoilers, right? I just unlocked Act 3. Man, there's so much stuff to this game. You're not crafting a Terrorblade, why not? I lost the durability because I pressed right click, right? That's why. Why are you... I'm not trying to right click you. Okay. Don't right click it. There we go. How come you don't play it on stream? Because I'm playing Minecraft. I mean, if you want me to play it, I'll play it. I did play it on the day it released. I did play it. There's so many things I haven't filtered, and I cannot be bothered to filter them. I'm just doing it manually. Played it once and got addicted to it. I didn't want people to know how degen he was. No, I proudly say how degenerate I am with the game. It's fun. I haven't had this much fun with the game in like a while. I've been streaming GT&H for like 2 years, more than 2 years. There's really I don't really have an excuse to say I'm too degenerate with the game. I've been playing this forever. All right, there it is. Finally got Sword of the Cosmos. Allie, where are you? Allie's immune to it because she has the cosmic armor. And I'm going to keep this on me because she's going to one-shot me otherwise. I don't trust Allie. She's going to show up and just go boom, and that's it. Rest in pieces. I'm going to drink tea while this finishes up. This is almost done. That's not how it works. You have to brew it first. And by brew it, I just mean throw it in just get a spoonful of it and throw it in some water. I know episode 350 is coming up. For anyone that's not aware, Phoenix is like adamant that I won't beat the pack by episode 350. I'm not gonna chug the powder. Who do you think I am? This is a song for the throbbing domain, right? What a name for a region. Oh, this is not gonna look centered, and I'm not gonna fight about it. You're gonna have to stay mad. In my defense, this is gonna get replaced by wireless hatches as soon as I afford them. And really, it's just building the internal coils, which we can build. I'm pretty sure. Like we can do this. It's just a time constraint thing. I don't know how long this is gonna take. So I think this is what I'm gonna craft overnight, anyways. So once we get that, then I won't have to do this nonsense anymore. I can remove those hatches, and then we'll continue from there. I'm only adamant because you were the one that said you'd beat the demonic team time. We've had 300 episodes. I don't remember saying that. I don't even remember what I said last episode. Heck, I don't even remember what I said like the start of this stream. And you didn't go over. No, you should go over here. Right there. Get my spray can. They said 1,400 hours, which is 354 hour sessions. But my streams aren't even 4 hours. We used to have 4 hour streams, right? Man, that's a long time ago. Back when I didn't have the burnout I have now. There's a little burnout. It's not with GTNH. It's just gaming in general. That's why I've been taking all the walks. It's to clear my head a little bit and get away from cabin fever, especially. And I don't know how I was able to do that. I used to be able to do 4 hour sessions. Now I can't. 2 hours is like, I'm already tired. Or is it because I'm getting unk? Might be what it is. That's how we got 350 episodes, but okay. I guess that makes more sense. Tasty, tasty rats. Such a good song. There was actually a video I saw of Ridiculon actually playing that song live, and they're pretty good. So this is also pretty good because this is copy pastable. So I'm gonna do that. I have had confirmation from like the other late game players that I'm running. I have a good time still. Yes, this playthroughs are running for 2 years, but I also just don't play the pack like excessively either. And based on the play time, we have what? How many hours? 1169. Nice. I thought this is a good play. This is like we're still on track. Mm-hmm. And then edit transform. I want to flip to the Z. Am I understanding the flip now? I think I'm understanding the flip. You just have to follow the pretty colors on the terminal thing. About to say, where's your... Did I not put dynamo hatches there? Oh, you're down there. Okay, you're down there because of the different levels. That's why I even said that. Oh, you're not gonna like this because it's gonna look funny. Yeah, okay, that's right. Pretty colors is something I never expected you to say ever. You know, there's actually no reason why it's not gonna be one up. So I'm just gonna do it to make you guys mad. It's not gonna look centered. Why don't you think I would be saying pretty colors? Shift right click on this, please. Oh, you make me so mad. And by mad, I mean not really, because I don't really care. Okay. And then copy paste. You know, one thing to think about is how much power am I feeding it? I think we're fine. Because we don't have a very big backbone. I sleep. Okay, have a good night, Allie. Thanks for helping. Did you find what you were looking for in the overworld? Excuse me, dude, I'm a hippie. The same thing, right? Technically, it's the same thing, yeah. So I should be able to paste it like that, yeah. You needed milk, okay. Pretty colors. All right, double check if everything is powered, and once it is, I should be able to turn on everything. I'm gonna have to right click literally every machine, right? No? Yes. But double check if everything's powered. No energy, of course you're not powered. What happened? Oh, this one's not connected yet. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's such a weird change that they did where you can't farm a cow excessively. It's a little strange to me. Like that, yes. Okay. How about that? It's not a sadistic game about people making power, only to not have enough of it on loop for eternity. It's about to say, isn't that what Expedition 33 is about too? Something loops. Spoilers. That's just what I've heard. Okay, everything's powered though, at least. You're excused. Well, did I say too much? I'm sorry. Okay, everything's powered. That's good. Next step is to basically copy paste all of the what do you call it? The wires over here. Oh, you know what? So I have everything connected to wireless connectors. Is that something I'm gonna like reconnect everything to, or just have a straight line of dense cables like I do over here with the gaming computers? And I didn't get stabbed 3 times by the storyline, but I did get stabbed by Mutagenics because I had to sacrifice my good fighter cat Sminkus. Poor guy, he didn't deserve it. I felt so bad. Let's just extend the cable. This way I don't have to like reconnect all of that. Also, be sure to select the correct one, otherwise it breaks everything. But yeah, rest in peace, Sminkus. You will be missed. And let me tell you what's going to happen. If I connect this wrong, the server's going to crash because I've seen it happen before. It doesn't work. It doesn't play well with all these channels mixing up. I just have to make sure that I have the correct colored wire selected before I do something like this. I'm very much in the walls right now. Oh, oops. Oh no, that was correct. Select purple. Let me go all the way back until we get to the last one. One of these colors I'm not going to have enough in storage, and it's going to get me so mad. Not really mad, it's just more of a minor inconvenience. So have you given it some thought, Phoenix, of what the bet is going to be? Pretty sure we've talked about it too, but I don't remember. And there's absolutely no reason these have to be all these colors, by the way. It'll work just fine if they're alternating. But I want it to be a little extra. And also because I didn't think about it until after I did all this. One Phoenix parkour away from the bet being in my favor. What does that mean? I don't get it. We all know what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna be on episode 349, and if I don't finish it by then, we're gonna do 349.1. 349 or part 1, part 2, part 3. Keep going until we get to the finale. No, okay, yeah, there it is. Right of white cable. I thought I broke it, and we didn't. There we go. And then select you. Go from there, go all the way over here. Did we just finish the soundtrack? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Let me well, there's actually one of the soundtracks. There's 2 soundtracks. The other one is the Heartbeat of Boone County. We'll jam out to this one too. Again, YouTube folks, you won't be able to hear it. That's fine. There we go. Everything should be connected, and that's a big should. Does it work? Man, I have no idea. Actually, the next thing I need to do is turn everything on. Here's the tedious part. Everything has to be in the enabled state. Enabled? Enabled? As long as it says enabled, then I'm fine. Why is it on one side it's not working? Yeah, that seems to be consistent. Yeah, that's weird. Weirdly consistent. Enabled? Yeah, okay. Okay. I think that's everything. So let's say I want to craft a stack of pico circuits, which I'm absolutely going to do. Let's set up a recipe for it. I just want to see all of them working. Do it. What are you waiting on? It's actually not waiting for stuff. A lot of it was crafted ahead of time, so I don't think we have as much stuff it needs. I still got to craft through all this stuff though. Sweet. Isn't it funny that I said that this wasn't going to take me that long and then it ended up taking the entire episode? I'm chill with it though. It was a good time. But I do need to see if this is going to work out. Are you crafting a stack at a time? Yes. Might need to increase that, honestly. Yeah, because you see how this one is not taking it up? It's an anniversary today, so it's time to find a chill. Yeah. 5x. What is that? What? Is that a Stream Elements thing I did not know about? I think it is. You just unlocked like a secret. I drink some tea. Crafting 256, I think, are just yeah, you're just waiting on that. Shouldn't take too long, honestly. Finishes pretty fast, actually. So I really just want to see if that's gonna work out, and then we should be able to see all of the other stuff go. Did you just ask me to? Oh, did you break the text to speech? hang on. Now I need to now I need to see if it breaks. If it does an emote. Reward is on cooldown. Never mind. I can't do it. Even though I'm like the host, I don't know why you don't let me. Now I add a rubber band to it. While we're here, yeah, this gives us some time anyways to craft. Oh, you know what? Size comparison. How big is this tub of sweet tea? The ball is the ball is wider. One day we'll get to the record, world record. Also, it's starting to craft the pico circuits. It does take 250 seconds though, so we have time, but I want to see it in a little bit. I just want to make sure that they're all running, so I'm at about that much. That's 5. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry I didn't do the rubber band snap ASMR in the first time. Okay. Oh, I like to see that. Are they all green? Green, 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 green. Yo. Oh yeah, we got it working. But look how slow it is. It's 250 seconds. So technically we just 20 times 20x our setup. No, 10x, right? No, 20. Yeah, it's 20. 20. Yeah, there's 20 controllers here. We just 20x our setup. So the math was showing me that for me to craft these infused shielding cores with the old setup, no, we 10x because we had 2 of them already initially. Yeah, 10x. So it was going to take 30 hours to craft the pico circuits. But with this setup, it should take us 3 hours, which is still a lot, but it's very little in terms of off-camera crafting. So that's a huge improvement, 10x. And with that said, I think it might be a good time to wrap up the episode. We did what I set out to do, was upgrade our ass line setup. I'm going to keep this here, mostly because there's a lot of recipes here that they're going to break if I just immediately dump them there. Because of how I have it set up. So I'm not going to move anything here unless I notice that it's slow, and then I'll move it. But for the most part, this isn't really causing us problems. So I'll leave that there. That's a problem, though. Get out of there. And actually, one of them is the eternal coils. So let's go ahead and get the recipe into here. So let's set up some off-camera crafts. One of them is the eternal coils. Craft a stack at a time. And another one is the infused shielding cores. So these guys, I'll put them over here as well. Basically anything that needs to be made in the UMV tier and UMV tier would go here. Right there. Okay, so let's get to crafting. Yeah, it's gonna take forever. Got a bunch of goodies in there, and you'll finish up in due time. So we'll wait for that. So technically 64. How long does it take for me to craft 64 of them? It's 250. 64 times 250 per craft. So if I was using one machine, that's 16,000 seconds, which is half a day. It's about half a day, I think. But to divide this by 20, because we have 20 machines, divide by 20 is 800 seconds. 800 seconds. Divide by 60 is 13 minutes. So that's not bad versus our old setup, which was taking absolutely forever. Okay, but let's get the coil blocks. I would love to have these. So we can start getting into Shiverbond next episode. And now I don't know if this is going to like I don't know how long this is going to take because that's a lot of stuff. And it's funny to think about that that's not even what this needs. This needs way less. It's just that I don't really know how the math works out to figure out how much I actually need. So this is a gross overestimation, but we can use the coils for other things. For example, this once I start upgrading it, and the blast smelters as well, the blast furnaces. But we'll leave that crafting as the next major step. What about you? Can I set this up? No. I'm gonna leave this for another episode. It's not really as urgent, and I want the base to focus on internal coils, so I can upgrade the DGPF and get to Shirobon, which gets me UIV wireless hatches and a bunch of other goodies, because it's all gated behind Shirobon, which you need the eternal coils to craft in the first place. That's the whole thing behind it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and close it off here. Pretty productive episode, actually. Actually, a really very productive episode. We got, well, let me go back to this small recap. We pretty much just focused on upgrading the ass lines, setting it up to be like a modular thing, so that if I wanted to copy paste, all I have to do is just copy it, paste it, reconnect the wireless connectors, and that's pretty much it. I'm not really going to expand on it until I get wireless hatches, because connecting them to power is a little annoying. So, but this should be like definitely a big improvement. Pretty nice. This is expensive. Hope and pray that it actually finishes. So speaking of how long it's going to take, I think I'm going to just temporarily, I don't know how long, but hold the streams like every other day instead of every day. Two major reasons for that. One of them is that crafts take forever to complete at this stage, so I'm not able to do it in one day. And another thing is just to slow down the burnout, because I've been getting a lot of cabin fever lately, so I have to like step out more often, things like that. It's not burnout with GTNH, and it's just games in general. So I may not stream tomorrow, but we'll see. If this finishes, I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow, but I doubt it because it's expensive. Otherwise, we'll come back on Wednesday. A pretty good episode. Go ahead and wrap up here. Let's continue the raid train. Appreciate Sai for raiding earlier. Will I finish GTNH by episode 350 so that Phoenix can one-up me? No idea. Project Singularity Live? I guess we'll take a visit. I don't really know too much about Project Singularity, so I'll say hello there. Jetlag MC. I'm just saying though, if you want, like, what about a Mugenic stream when? That's not a zero possibility. Maybe we'll do that whenever I'm like, I don't feel like playing GTNH because things are expensive and I'm waiting. Maybe I'll stream Mugenics. Anyways, we'll go ahead and raid Jetlag MC. For now, I appreciate everybody's time and support. Thanks again for all of the good wishes about the affiliate anniversary. It's our 2nd year. Pretty cool stuff. Anyways, for now, have a good night. Thank you. Take care, and bye-bye.